Hello students, today we will discuss one more botany topic, ecology. Ecology class 3, in which we study the population interaction. What is population ecology? At first we discuss what is population ecology. Science that deals with measuring changes in population size and composition. That means increase and decrease in population mass is known as population ecology. Identify the factors that cause the changes. In which factor the changes deals with is known as the factors affect towards the population is known as population ecology. Then studying population. A population consists of all the individuals of a species in a given area. The population structure describes the age distribution in which age all the individuals present and how those individuals are spread over the environment is known as studying population. Why is it important for scientists to describe natural population? Because due to some environmental problem nowadays the increase in particular population of species it takes place, so it is important to that's important for the scientist to measure the population size. Then reasons are to decrease the population, to assess the health of the population, to determine the endangered and threatened status. Endangered means the species which is now starting extinct, to predict the population dynamics. All the reasons are takes place to study the population ecology. Then what is population? A group of individuals of the same species of organism that occupy the same area using the same resource and acted upon by the same environmental factor. That means in a particular environmental factors which individuals exist is known as population. Then population dynamics. Study how and why population size changes over time. Means over the time period which species stay in a particular time period. Then study the factors affecting growth, stability and decline of population. That means birth rate, mortality, survivorship and migration. All are undergoes the growth and decline of or stability and decline of population. All population undergoes three phases in life cycle, that is growth period, stability period and decline period. Then population dynamics. Characteristics of dynamics. The size, density, dispersal, immigration, emigration, birth rate, death rate, survivorship. All are undergoes the characteristics of population dynamics. The characteristics of population are shaped by the interaction between the individual and their environment. That means how environment impact the each and every individual of a particular population. The populations have size and geographical boundaries. The density of a population is measured as the number of individuals per unit area, and the dispersion of population is the pattern of spacing among individuals within a geographic boundaries. In a particular geographic boundaries, how many populations are there is known as dispersion, and the size of a population. Then measuring density. Density, the number of individuals per unit area. In a particular unit area or particular area, how many number of individuals present is known as its density. It is expressed in terms of items or organisms per unit area. How many organisms are present in a particular unit area is known as population density. For example, the number of paddy plants per square meter of paddy field is known as its density. Then population density varies due to limiting factors. Measuring density of a population is a difficult task because all the individuals are gathering on a particular unit area. So we can count individuals, we can estimate the population numbers. Mark and recapture method. The first method, how the population density measure, is known as mark and recapture method. In this method, one way to estimate the size of a population is to capture and mark individuals. In a particular area, the individuals are marked from the population. Release them and then resample to see what fraction of individuals carry the marks is known as mark and recapture method. Then population distribution. Three general patterns are there to count the population distribution: clumping, uniform distribution, and random dispersion method. Most species live in the clumps or groups. That means clumped. Individuals are clumping where uniformly distributed population, uniformly all the organisms are remain in a particular space. Where random dispersion means randomly the populations are staying together is known as randomly dispersion method. Clumped dispersion, it is also known as aggregated distribution method, and individuals aggregate in patches caused by environmental and resources concentrated in particular patches. Then other factor affected the clumped dispersion is known as mating period, limited seed dispersal. If particular or limited seeds are there, so it is known as your clumped dispersion method. Then importance for the protecting, reducing competition, increasing the feeding efficiency. So all the plants growing in a particular or very good manner is known as clumped dispersion. This is the structure of clumping. In particular area, clumping are there. So it is known as clumped dispersion method. Uniform dispersion, pattern of equally spaced individuals caused by the ability to survive anywhere in the habitat. It is uniformly distributed method is known as uniform dispersion method. It is used the resources found immediately around them, and importance is able to set up the zone of territories for feeding, nesting and breeding method. This is the uniformly dispersion method, the structure of uniformly. The penguins are uniformly distributed in a particular island. Then random dispersion method. In random dispersion method, spacing patterns based on total unpredictability. Individuals in a population are spaced all over an area in a way that is unrelated to the presence of other, caused by the ability of the live anywhere in a given area, except they are limited to grow wherever they are first set roots. So in random dispersion method, the plants are randomly distributed in a particular habitat. Then population interaction. What is population interaction? Biological interactions are the effects that the organisms in a community have one on another. Means community means all the individuals gathered in a particular habitat is known as its community. In the natural world, no organism exists in absolute isolation, and thus every organism must interact with the environment and other organism. Population of two species may interact in way that correspond to combine of the natural, positive and negative interaction with each other. Three of these combinations are plus plus interaction, minus minus interaction and plus minus interaction are subdivided, resulting in 9 important interactions and relationships. The classification of interaction. First one is negative interaction. In negative interaction, there are categorized. First is neutralism, second direct interference, third is competition, fourth is amensalism, fifth is parasitism, and sixth is predation. Then 9 type of interaction combinedly positive negative is neutralism, direct interface, resource type competition, amensalism, commensalism, parasitism, predation, proto-corporation and mutualism. All positive, negative and positive negative interaction combinedly produces 9 type of interactions. The positive interaction undergo the categorized positive interaction, commensalism, proto-corporation and mutualism is gone. The biological interaction are 2 types, the positive interaction and negative interaction. In positive interaction, mutualism, commensalism and proto-corporation are there, and negative interaction, amensalism, parasitism, predation, cannibalism and competition are gone. First, neutralism. Neutralism describes the relationship between two species that interact but do not affect each other. Two species individually grow in a particular habitat, but they do not affect each other, is known as neutralism. Neither of the population is affected by interact with each other. Example is rabbit, deer, frogs. All live together in a grassland with no interaction between them, is known as neutralism. Then direct interference. Competition. Direct interference type is the type of interaction where both populations are actively inhibit each other. Inhibits means affect towards each other, is known as interference. They interfere with each other. It occurs directly between the individuals via aggregation, etc. When the individuals interfere with foraging, survival, reproduction in other method. Example, it is seen between Novomessor cockatiel and red harvester ant, where the former interferes with the ability of the latter one. Then resource type of competition. Competition is an interaction between organism or species in which both the species are harmed. Neither of the species is win, is known as competition. It is due to limited supply of food, limited supply of any kind of factors. Competition among the numbers of the same species is known as intraspecific competition, where the competition between individuals of different species is known as interspecific competition. For example, a deer, another deer compete with each other for limited supply of food is known as intraspecific competition, where a tiger is running behind the deer for eating it. So it is known as interspecific. Two different species fight with each other and deer start running. It is known as interspecific competition. Then amensalism. It is an antagonistic interspecific interaction in which one species is inhibited while other species is neither benefit nor harmed, is known as amensalism. It is also called antibiosis, and the affected species is called amensal, and the affecting species is called inhibitor also. For example, roots of certain plants produce yellow chemical substance which check the growth of other plants to conserve resource, such as convolvulus and arvensis, a weed inhibitor to the germinate and growth of the wheat plant. It is known as amensalism. Then commensalism. Commensalism is a class of relationship between two organisms where one organism benefit and other without affecting, not any harmful. So it is known as commensalism. The commensal may obtain nutrients, shelter, support, locomotion for the host species which is substantially unaffected. The first one is neither harm or neither affected by the other organism is known as commensalism. Then parasitism. Parasitism is a non-mutual symbiotic relationship between the species where one species, the parasite, benefits at the expense of the other is host. The parasites can be microparasites, which are typical smaller, such as protozoa. We know protozoa, virus, bacteria. The parasites ultimately harm the host, so it is known as parasite. Then predation. It is negative or direct food related interspecific interaction between the two species of animals in which large species is called predator attacks, kills and feed the other smaller species for called its prey. Predator population adversely affect the growth and survival of smaller prey population, and therefore predation is considered an antagonistic interaction. Example plant like Nephthens, Drosera, etc. Some predators act as a prey for other, which in turn of prey to the higher carnivores. Eagle. Then mutualism. It is a positive interspecific interaction in which members of two different species favor the growth and survival each other, and their association is obligatory. Both the partners are benefit. It is known as mutualism. Mutualism is also referred as a symbiosis interaction. Symbiotic interaction and the partner are referred as symbiont. Example, termites or white ants are not capable of digesting wood, which they ingest as food. A multiflagellate protozoan, Trypanomma or Trichonympha, which lives in the intestine of the wild ant, secretes cellulase enzyme and digests the cellulose of the wood. In return, the ant provides the food and shelter to the protozoan. This is all about the topic of ecology. So, thank you.